An anchor for my soul. Just before we
don't think you were talking about me.
Press record, I said, you are an anchor for my soul. And I think there's a place for other people to make greeting cards, like Hallmark. I think that we could make our own line of Ashes to Ruby's greeting cards.
Oh boy.
You are the anchor of my soul. The best card that you gave me, I can still remember. I'm not a big card guy. I just kind of look in the envelope for what could be the surprise, like a check or a $5 bill. But the best card that you ever bought me was 2 horses in a stable. And you said, and it said, "You are my stable mate." I hope you bought me that card.
I did buy you that card.
Okay.
It was really cute.
What's the best card you ever got? One with money in it?
No. I get lots of really nice cards.
Yeah.
They have lots of writing in them, and they're very...
My mom is a card person.
People tell me.
She writes on all sides of the card.
I got a card in the mail the other day for no reason.
Like a random card?
Yeah, just from someone. It was really nice. Actually, it was very, very nice and very encouraging. And
was it Hallmark?
No, it was handmade.
Handmade?
I know.
And it came in the mail?
It came in the mail. And they also gave me a card with an envelope that has a stamp on it that I can send to someone else.
No.
Yeah.
This is like a chain mail. I did this in public school in Indonesia. It's like pen pals. And you have a chain letter. Is that what this is? You're in a chain letter?
Well, it's not a chain if there's just 2.
You didn't think this? Oh, so you have to send them back
to someone. It's not addressed to them.
Yeah, but you're going to put in an envelope with a stamp, and they're going to send it to somebody?
No, I'll send it to someone else. It's just that.
But that's what a chain letter is.
No, a chain
letter goes to different people.
Keeps going. This is just like. No, I'm not sending the same letter. I'm sending my own letter.
To somebody else,
yeah.
And then somebody else is going to send their own letter to somebody else.
If I give them an empty card and envelope with a stamp on it, I guess.
All right then. Well, cards and flowers are very important to some people, and some people they aren't. I guess it's
gifts. And you're getting flowers today?
So it's a beautiful day outside.
It's Friday.
We just had a big snowstorm. We have Flower Friday. Is it Flower
Remember that?
Friday? No, it was Flower Thursday.
Was it? Oh.
BTW. Flower Thursday. I think it's important that because you love acts of service and gifts.
I'm a bit of a consumer, though. I could just consume all the acts of service and all the gifts you're willing to give me. Mm-hmm. I have a little bit of an unsatiable appetite, let's say, for them.
There is healing. There is healing for that. Do you like to give gifts? Do you like to receive gifts or to give gifts better?
I'd like to acknowledge that you do a lot of things for me and give me gifts on a fairly regular basis.
Do you think the things that I do are gender specific?
What?
So like snow blowing the driveway, cleaning the car, taking care of the outside stuff. Repairing stuff on the inside, making sure that there's light bulbs in the light fixtures.
Gender specific.
Like more husband related activities.
I believe that.
I'm sure, I don't want to box anybody, but I'm sure that there are women that are out there snow blowing and their husbands are making dinner. There's nothing wrong with that at all.
No, I don't.
You've been making dinner a lot lately.
I have. And you have an expectation that I'm going to make dinner.
No,
Yeah. No.
I don't have an expectation.
Okay.
You know what's for dinner tonight?
Don't call it an expectation then.
Takeout Friday.
Goodness.
All right. How about you just do the reading? Maybe have some coffee.
Oh,
cheers, guys. Give the gift that keeps on giving. Acts of service and cards.
I appreciate it. That's all I wanted to say was I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
12-step programs. I was furious when I found myself at my first Al-Anon meeting. It seemed so unfair that he had the problem and I had to go to a meeting.
Mm.
But by that time, I had nowhere left in the world to go with my pain. Now I'm grateful for Al Anon and my codependency recovery. Al Anon keeps me on track. Recovery has given me a life. Anonymous. There are many 12-step programs for codependents. Al Anon, Adult Children of Alcoholics, CODA, Families Anonymous, Nar-Anon, and more. We have many choices about which kind of group is right for us and which particular group in that category meets our needs. 12-step groups for codependents are free, anonymous, and available in most communities. If there is not one that is right for us, we can start one. 12-step groups for codependents are not about how we can help the other person. They're about how we can help ourselves grow and change. They can help us accept and deal with the ways codependency has affected us. They can help us get on track and stay there. There is magic in 12-step programs. There is healing power in connecting with other recovering people. We access this healing power by working the steps and by allowing them to work in us. The 12 steps are a formula for healing. How long do we have to go to meetings? We go until we get the program. We go until the program gets us. Then we keep going and growing. Selecting a group and then attending regularly are important ways we can begin and continue to take care of ourselves. Actively participating in our recovery program by working the steps is another. I will be open to the healing power available to me from the 12 steps and a recovery program.
Boy, the beginning of it sounded like our experience. Because you started going to meetings probably a year or 2 years before I ever thought I should.
I think so.
Did that upset you that you're the one that was going to the meeting?
No. I was happy to go to a meeting so that I could find out better ways to fix you.
Oh, ow.
Right?
So
that's why I went.
Did you find those ways? I heard a guy say yesterday, he was saying like people come to AA, people come to the 12-step process and they're here to take something. And he goes, there's nothing here to take. Like the coffee's not even good. And he's like, what are you coming to take? There's nothing to take. He goes, the only thing I got out of the AA and the 12 steps was that I have been divinely inconvenienced against my will since I've been sober. And I was like, wow, that is true. The program of the 12-step program isn't just a social place, it's a fellowship.
Right.
And so fellowship, by that we mean that people with the same problem seeking the same solution. And I believe that we need each other. We need to be encouraged. We need to be strengthened by each other. I know that a lot of my disease is in my head. So if I'm not in the fellowship, my disease, my mental obsession can come back a year or two later and convince me that it is okay to drink like a normal human being, just like you. And so I need the fellowship and I need the people and I need the 12-step program to actually deliver myself of me and for God to remove the mental obsession. And that's the whole process of recovery, is death of self.
I like the line, relieve me of the bondage of self.
It is bondage. Bondage. Good stuff. We're both in 12-step programs. If you would like to find out more information about fellowship, we have a group on Wednesday at noon. It is all addictions. It's open. There's a speaker that speaks about 20 minutes on a topic of recovery, and then questions and comments afterwards. So join us every Wednesday at noon. And until then, man, just
thanks for being here.
Thanks for being here. And there is so many 12-step meetings that are online that I have come to be a part of, that we have become a part of. There's a whole crew in San Diego that we've been a part of. It's been really good for our recovery. I know it's all online, but man, you could fit 3 meetings in a day online if you need to.
And I think sometimes I do need to.
Yeah. Maybe today's one of those days.
I was talking with another friend the other day who's also in recovery, and we were talking about how oh my gosh, how am I trying to word this? We started talking about emotional sobriety, like how you go to did you find that, like, you go to a meeting for a while and then like maybe you have sobriety, like maybe you're not drinking, but that doesn't mean that you're thinking
emotionally sober.
That your thinking is clear, and so that can take like a
It defines the first 2 years of my recovery.
Yeah.
I'm sober and crazy.
Yeah, and so I just think like that's the nice thing about going nice thing. There's a group of people, like there's, we can be people that even in our Wednesday group, we don't all have the same problem, but we all understand that we have something going on inside of us that's not okay, and we don't want it to stay that way. We all want to let God heal us.
It's good. Yeah, and I think that our disease likes to use crisis as excuses, but the reality that God turns everything into the good. So like we've connected with so many more recovery people. Yes, we don't have in-person meetings, but for myself, because it's me and my journey with God, we've actually been able to lead so many people. And there's a guy that I was speaking to down in the States, and I didn't really have space to work with him one-on-one, and I guided him to our people. And I just found out yesterday that he's actually got a sponsor from somebody in Canada. I was like, as if. So we're actually getting to be known, and we're actually getting to be in a bigger fellowship than just our little group. So COVID has brought out some really good positive stuff, and our disease makes excuses why we can't do something.
Right. And if you're alone, like I think some people are convinced that they're not like other people and that they're alone and that this doesn't work for them. And I would say, give it another shot, give it another try.
Yeah, the 12 steps will
maybe reach out, maybe
always
send
work
us a message.
if you're willing to do the work. If you need more meetings, if you need addresses, if you need links, then hit us up in the messages and we will give you those. All right, have a great Friday afternoon. See you later. Keep the peace and be of good behavior. And we will see you hopefully sometime very soon. Bye, my friends.